Greetings and salutations, and welcome to this webinar. I'm going to show you how I made $19,000 per month in the stock market, and you can too. Learn the secret sauce of stock market investing. We're going to show you step by step. Keep in mind, investment involves risk. The value of your investment will fluctuate over time, and past investment performance is not a guarantee of future results. Be prepared to take a lot of notes, because note takers are money makers. The information that you will receive will be very valuable, and so information changes situations. We won't hold anything back, and what we guarantee is you will learn something in this course. People ask me the question, can you really quit your day job and day trade full time? Well, let me show you. The top 1% of day traders average $182,000 per year. If you look one line down, the top 75% average over six figures. So that means the top 25% makes over 100K a year. I'm in the top 1%. And so the real question is, where are you on that percentage line? Are you going to be in the top 1%, the top 25%, or be in that bottom 75%? It works if you put in the work. Here's what I made in 2023. Clearly in the top 1%, I averaged 19K a month in the stock market, doing the exact same things that I hope to show you in this course. And so there are three reasons people don't get involved in the stock market. Number one is lack of time. Everyone's busy. They juggle work, family, personal commitments. The idea of taking the time to research, monitor, manage investments, I know it seems overwhelming. It's easy to understand why some people feel they simply don't have the time to delve into the complexities of the stock market. However, the beauty of investing in the stock market is flexibility. You don't need to spend hours a day analyzing stocks or managing your portfolio. We show you cutting-edge technology and tools where you can start investing with just a few mouse clicks and minimal effort. So by dedicating a small amount of time up front, you can potentially reap the benefits of compound returns over the long term, all while maintaining a busy schedule. So that can't stop you. Number two is lack of earnings. Many people believe that investing in the stock market is only for the wealthy, for the elite, people who have disposable income to spare. But for those living paycheck to paycheck or struggling to make ends meet, the idea of allocating funds, it seems like a luxury that you just can't afford. However, contrary to popular belief, you don't need to be rich to start investing in the stock market. In fact, investing, even with small amounts, $5, $10, $50, is one of the most effective ways to build wealth over time. Thanks to the power of compound interest, even small or modest contributions to your investment portfolio can grow significantly over time and significantly over the years. So, prioritizing investment as a goal, you can increase your wealth and improve your financial situation. So, regardless of your current income, information changes situations. Number three is lack of knowledge. I know the stock market, people think it's complex, it's intimidating, especially for those who don't understand it. Terms like dividends, PE ratios, market volatility, it sounds like foreign language, but those are just for beginners. I tell you what, although investing does require basic understanding of financial principles, you don't have to be a Wall Street expert. I wasn't when I started. So we're going to help you learn the fundamentals of investing because this is at your own pace. We teach you step by step where you gradually build your knowledge and your confidence, and you can gain the skills you need to make informed investment decisions. And these things you can pass on to your kids, to your spouse, to anyone in your family. And so this is wealth building as its finest from the ground up. We give you the skills to make informed decisions and navigate the stock market with ease. So remember, every successful investor didn't start that way. Don't let this hold you back. And so with that said, let's get to the meat of this. Millionaire math, the hidden calculation that millionaires understand and most people don't. This separates the good from the great, the rich from the poor. What millionaire math is the rule of 72. What the rule of 72 is, if you take 72 and divide it by the interest rate, or how many years will it take for your money to double? Let's see why this is important and why. Let's put this in practical terms. So if you were to take $1,000 and you put it in the bank and you never put a penny in and you never took a penny out, how many years would it take for your money to double? If the bank gave you 3% interest and you divide it by 72, it would take 24 years for your money to double. So that's 24, 48, 72, 96 years old. None of us have that amount of time to go from 1,000 to 8,000. This is why people stay in the place they're at, is because they do not understand this principle. Let's look at it in real terms. In reality, the average savings and bank account is 0.6%. It's not even 1%. This is why people work for money. Money doesn't work for them. Now, the stock market, the average return on the stock market is almost 10%. It's 9.8%. And so there's a vast difference in investing and then saving and putting your money in the bank. And so this is yet another thing that separates rich people from poor people. So let me show you this in more detail. Why are banks so profitable and how do banks make money? Are you sitting down? Banks make money by taking cash deposits from the customers in return for interest payments and investing the money elsewhere. So what this means is the bank takes your checking and savings account and they give it back to you for interest and put the other half in the stock market. For example, want to buy a car? I'll give you your money back out of your bank account and your savings account for 6%. You can go buy the car and then I'll put the rest in the stock market. Hey, want to buy a house? I'll give you your money out of your checking and savings account for 6% interest over 30 years and then I'll invest the rest. Hey, want a credit card? I will give you, actually I'll give you 12 months free and then it'll be 16 to 20% for 30 years. And then I'll put the rest in the stock market. Ladies and gentlemen, your money is unemployed. So remember the rule of 72? So let's say you're a little bit crafty and by 29 you have $100,000 and you put it in the bank. By the time you retire, you'll have about $400,000 in the bank, which is where most people are at. Then 6%, 8%, and here's the bank right here. So while your money is unemployed, the bank employed your money and invested it. So by the time you ask for your $400,000, the bank have made $6 million profit off of every single person and twice on Sunday, because this is conservative. It's incredible. This is why we show this first, because any financial principle that you don't understand and any financial principle that you're not using is going to be used against you by someone who does understand this principle. And so compound interest, or the rule of 72, is the greatest mathematical discovery of all time. It's the eighth wonder of the world, as Albert Einstein said. And what he also said is, he who understands it earns it, and he who doesn't pays interest. So the lesson is, money can work for you or against you. You have to decide. And so what's the difference between a financial planner and a wealth builder? I have to cover this because most people that you encounter in a bank, they're financial planners. And so it's a common term. And so what they do is they plan for your financial future. So they show you all type of things and different vehicles to store your money. But it may not be in your best interest, because some of them work on commission. They will offer you things that will make them money, but not necessarily what makes you the most wealthy. And so as a wealth builder, on the other hand, we strategically accumulate assets over time, whether it be the stocks, whether it be a business, whether it's real estate, it's some kind of different income producing asset so that you can accumulate wealth from multiple different things. So why financial planners play a role in wealth building is very distinct. And so I cover this because people ask, who am I? Who's Jay Sneed? I'm retired military. I was in the Air Force for 21 years. I retired as the highest enlisted rank, retired out of the Pentagon, then went to corporate America, and I was a director in a Fortune 100 company and had a lot of roles and responsibilities, and investing was part of that. I also own 6 online businesses that have been around for 15 to 20 years that are still in operation, and I'm still the CEO. And here are my businesses: artificial intelligence, memorabilia, sports collectibles, and wealth building. And so I have a very well rounded philosophy in business and investing. I worked in a Berkshire Hathaway company for almost 20 years. And what I learned over the years from being around that company is that his investment philosophy, he follows the Benjamin Graham school of value investing. So we buy low and sell high. We don't buy cheap stocks, we buy quality stocks that make money over time, and they're solid stocks. But the best advice that he gives is, you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll have to work till you die. What a true statement. A fact. The real reason rich people are rich is because they accumulate multiple income producing assets. So the focus should be on multiple income producing assets. And most people won't become financially independent because their job is their only income producing asset. And when the job goes, the income goes with it. Multiple income producing assets is the key, one of the keys to wealth. So here's where most people are at. Whether you're out of high school or you get out of college, you get a job and then you trade your time for money to live your lifestyle. And it continues. And so this is the wheel of life in the circle. And so you fast forward 15, 20 years, and here's where most people that are listening to this. Maybe it's you. You have a nice lifestyle. You have a house, you have a BMW, a Tesla, you go take a vacation, you got a family, you have a bigger job, and so you trade more time for more money for a bigger lifestyle, but you're so exhausted yet you can't enjoy it. You may take a vacation, but you have your cell phone with you, or the time is not yours and you're not living your true authentic life. And so here's what wealthy people do. The first thing they do is they invest in themselves. And so what they do is they take their money, they free up their time, they live their life, and their money works for them. They don't work for money. It's a huge difference. They don't work for money, money works for them. And so what they learn how to do is scale their time. And so they use money to free up their time to live their life. And hopefully, if you join this course, you can do the same. Because here's a second fact: most people work harder on their job than they do on themselves. Early on, when I was in the military, I figured out that the internet was the great equalizer. And so what I did was I worked just as hard on my internet businesses as I did for the military. And so when it was time for me to leave or leave that job, I was able to, because my businesses were operational and I never cut corners. So I was able to leave with multiple income streams. And so I was not tied to the job. Here it is, the average working. This is from the Social Security Administration. And so most people work an average of 45 years, and here's how things shake out. So after people turn 65, the top 5% will be financially independent. The bottom 95% will not. What you should do, as I recommend, is find out what the top 5% are doing financially and do the same thing. But also find out what the bottom 95% are doing financially and don't do what they do. Do the complete opposite. Because there's 2 types of education: the one you get and the one you give yourself. And of the 2, the second is the most valuable. Let's think about this for a second. The things that you value the most, or the things, those life lessons that you learned, did you get them from school or did you get them from the school of life? Most likely you got them from the school of life, and those are the things that are most valuable. This may be one of those times that you can take something and give it to yourself and make it valuable. Here's another thing that separates the rich from the poor. Have you ever wondered why Tiger Woods has a coach, or Serena Williams has a coach, or Steph Curry has a shooting coach? Because when you're in the game, you can't see what other people see from the game. So they pay to have someone coach them. You need a coach to see what you can't see because you're playing the game. They know that, and like I said, this is making money work for you instead of you working for money. And when it comes to work, humans are all about efficiency. We want to maximize the time to spend on vacations with our families and doing things we enjoy. We need income producing assets that will allow us to do that. So, a rich mindset, make your money work for you. A poor mindset is always working for money. The hardest 6 inches to conquer from here to here. And I had to get over that, and I had to scale my time. And so by investing in yourself, I was able to average $19,000 a month. But here's what I will do. I'm willing to make it very affordable because my goal is to make sure that you are a wealth builder and that you can walk your way out of the job and live your own life and scale your time. So we have special pricing, which is $299 for 60-day membership. And then if you want to continue, it's $30 monthly, which is $1 a day after the 60-day membership. So we make it very affordable for you to learn and get started right away. And we have a team of people and a whole wealth builder community that will welcome you with open arms, and we will help you step by step. So here's what you get: access to the wealth builders community. It's on mobile device. You can access it on your PC. It's a full up community. Here's a community where you can ask questions. You can see questions. We list different things. People ask about stocks every day. Plus, we even have all of the videos. You can take your time and do it at your own pace, and you can ask questions in the community, and you can take notes. Remember, note takers are money makers. So, what makes this course different from anyone else? We start with the basics. We talk about the history of the stock market. We give you step-by-step foundational training, and we give you all the tools to make successful decisions. But we also teach you entry and exit strategies. Most people, the biggest mistake they make is they do not have a plan, or they don't know how to get in or out of stocks. If you fail to plan, plan to fail. This alone is worth the price of admission. Even if you're a seasoned investor, you need to learn this. We don't teach old school tactics. We teach new school tactics because this is not the old economy, it's the new economy, and we explain the difference. So remember this hamster wheel, or all of these reasons why people don't join. I realize that truly wealthy people in the new economy don't earn money like the rest of society. Most people in society are still operating in the old economy, while wealthy and savvy people are already tapping into the new economy. And this is what we want you to do, because this is what creates large divides in wealth and economic prosperity. Imagine that you're still that hamster on the wheel, running faster and faster to generate energy for that wheel to spin so you can earn your money. This is the working situation for most people. You trade your time for money, and you're running on that wheel that's your job for a single source of income to provide for yourself and for your family. But like a hamster on the wheel, you're only doing one wheel at a time. And just like that hamster, if you run without any brakes, you'll eventually get tired and you'll have to stop. And so if you rely on exchanging your time for money and a single source of income, you'll only be able to earn a limited amount, and you'll eventually hit the ceiling or hit the wall. And so wealthy people know this, and this is why the old economy is designed to keep it that way. They want to create a population of hamsters on the wheel, barely able to keep themselves afloat. And if you keep yourself afloat, you're too tired from running on the wheel all day to earn any extra money or any real money. And so to make money like truly wealthy people do, don't be that hamster on the wheel. Tap into the new economy, invest in yourself. Don't trade your time for money, scale your time, and find ways to generate income without trading your time for it. This allows the wheel of your income to continue spinning, regardless of whether you're running or working on it. And like I said, the stock market is a little bit of time and effort that you spend on yourself. The internet is the great equalizer. What I will tell you is life is only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon us, can't refuse it, didn't seek it, didn't choose it. But each one of us must use it. We must suffer if we lose it, give account if we abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but an eternity is in it. And from a great minute comes a great week and a great lifetime. We hope you join this group. Sign up with this QR code. Use this QR code, sign up. We have a team of people willing to help you, and we have a community, and I will see you on the other side, I hope. And if not, I hope you take this information and make an informed decision and be able to live life on your terms. Peace.